Hello and welcome back to the Everyday English Podcast. I'm Mike.
And I'm Rachel. So happy you're here with us today.
So today we are doing something a little different, and honestly, one of my favorite things we have ever done on this podcast.
Today, we are learning English through stories, real, natural human stories, the kind that feel like something that could actually happen to you or someone you know.
And here is why stories work so beautifully for language learning. When you are inside a story, your brain stops thinking about studying. It just listens, it follows, it feels. And while all of that is happening, the language goes in quietly, like water soaking into dry ground.
You remember words better, you absorb phrases more naturally, you start to feel how English actually sounds when real people use it.
So today we have 3 stories. Each one has natural English, everyday phrases, and real human moments. After each story, we will look at the key language, and we will give you a chance to practice speaking.
The tone is calm, the English is natural, and by the end, you will have practiced real, living English without it ever feeling like a lesson.
Ready?
Let's go.
Story 1. The Bench in the Park.
Listen carefully and enjoy.
Every morning, without fail, old Mr. Davies walked to the park near his house and sat on the same bench. The bench under the big oak tree, the one with the slightly broken armrest that nobody had ever bothered to fix.
He always brought the same things: a flask of tea, a newspaper, and a small bag of breadcrumbs for the pigeons.
He had done this for 11 years, every morning, rain or shine, hot or cold. The bench was his place. It was as familiar to him as his own kitchen table.
One morning, a young woman sat down at the other end of the bench. She looked like she had been crying, not dramatically, but in that quiet, exhausted way that comes after a very long night.
Mr. Davies didn't say anything. He just poured himself a cup of tea from his flask. Then, without making a big thing of it, he poured a second cup. He set it gently on the bench between them and went back to his newspaper.
The woman looked at the cup, then at him. He didn't look up.
She picked up the cup. She held it in both hands, the way you hold something warm when the rest of the world feels cold. She didn't say thank you, not yet. She just drank.
After a few minutes, she said quietly, "I just got some bad news this morning."
Mr. Davies nodded slowly. He said, "Bad news has a way of arriving before you've had your first cup of tea. Very inconsiderate."
The woman looked at him, and then, despite everything, she laughed. Just a small laugh, like a window opening after a long winter.
They sat there for almost an hour, talking sometimes, quiet sometimes. The pigeons came and went. The oak tree moved gently in the breeze above them.
When the woman stood to leave, she said, "I don't even know your name."
Mr. Davies smiled. He said, "I'm Arthur, and this bench is here every morning if you ever need it."
She nodded. She walked away, and Mr. Davies poured himself one last cup of tea and watched the pigeons and felt, as he always did, that the world was a slightly better place than people gave it credit for.
The end.
What a beautiful story. Let's look at the key language.
Every morning without fail. Without fail means every single time, no exceptions, no missing it. She calls her mother every Sunday without fail.
Rain or shine. A very natural English expression. It means regardless of the weather or circumstances, no matter what. We walk the dog every evening, rain or shine.
It felt as familiar as my own kitchen table. This is a simile. We use as familiar as to compare two things. The bench felt like something he knew completely, just like his own kitchen. This kind of comparison makes writing feel warm and human.
In that quiet, exhausted way that comes after a very long night.
Notice how specific this is. Not just she looked tired, but a particular kind of tired. Describing feelings with this kind of precision makes English feel alive.
Without making a big thing of it.
This means doing something small and kind without drawing attention to it, without fuss. He helped her with her bags without making a big thing of it.
She held it in both hands, the way you hold something warm when the rest of the world feels cold. Another beautiful simile. It tells you not just what she did, but how she felt: lonely, in need of warmth, both physical and emotional.
Bad news has a way of arriving before you've had your first cup of tea. Very inconsiderate. A very natural and gently humorous observation. Has a way of means it tends to happen. It often does this. Mondays have a way of feeling longer than other days.
Like a window opening after a long winter. A simile for her laugh. Small but significant, the way a window opening brings fresh air after being closed for a long time. Her laugh was like that, unexpected and refreshing.
The world was a slightly better place than people gave it credit for. Giving something credit means acknowledging how good it is. This film is better than it gets credit for. Mr. Davies believed the world was kinder than people realized.
Repeat after us.
I walk to work every morning without fail.
We practice English rain or shine.
She did it quietly, without making a big thing of it.
Bad news has a way of arriving at the worst moment.
It felt as familiar as my own kitchen table.
The world is better than people give it credit for.
Now your speaking task. Think about a small, kind thing someone did for you, or that you did for someone else. It doesn't have to be big. Say 3 or 4 sentences. Use these starters.
One day I noticed that.
Without making a big thing of it.
It felt like.
Say your sentences out loud now. Take your time.
Really lovely. Let's move to story 2.
Story 2. The phone call.
Listen carefully.
Nina had not spoken to her sister in almost 2 years. It wasn't because of one big argument. It was more like a slow drift, the kind that happens when 2 people get busy and stop making the effort, and then too much time passes and the silence becomes uncomfortable and neither person knows how to break it.
Like a door that hasn't been opened in so long, you start to wonder if it's locked.
Nina thought about calling, often. She would scroll to her sister's name in her phone, Lena, and stare at it. Sometimes she would even press the call button and then cancel it before the first ring.
What would she say? Sorry, I haven't called? Sorry for the silence? Where do you even start after 2 years?
Then one evening in November, cold and dark and the kind of night that makes you think about people you miss, Nina's phone lit up. It was Lena.
Nina stared at the screen. Her heart moved like it had been given a small push. She answered.
There was a moment of silence on both ends. Then Lena said, "Hi."
Just that. Hi.
Nina said, "Hi."
Another silence. And then Lena said, I made Mom's pasta tonight, the one with the tomatoes and basil, and I didn't know who to call, and I called you.
Nina felt something loosen in her chest, like a knot that had been there so long she had forgotten it was a knot.
She said, How did it turn out?
Lena said, "Honestly, too much salt, but kind of perfect at the same time."
Nina laughed. Lena laughed. And just like that, after 2 years, they were talking again. Not about the silence, not about what went wrong, just talking. About pasta, about their mom, about nothing and everything.
They were on the phone for 2 hours. When Nina finally said goodnight, she felt lighter than she had in a long time, like she had been carrying something heavy in her coat pocket and had only just remembered to put it down.
The end.
That story was full of beautiful, natural English. Let's look at it.
A slow drift. Drift means a gradual movement in a direction, often without intention. We didn't argue, we just drifted apart. Very common and very natural way to describe relationships that fade slowly.
Like a door that hasn't been opened in so long, you start to wonder if it's locked. A simile for the silence between 2 people. The relationship is like a door, closed so long it feels impossible to open, but it isn't locked. It never was.
Neither person knows how to break it. Break the silence means be the first to speak or act after a period of quiet or distance. Someone had to break the silence. It was getting uncomfortable.
Her heart moved like it had been given a small push, a simile for that feeling when something surprises you emotionally. Not a dramatic shock, just a gentle movement, a small push, the kind that changes your direction.
I didn't know who to call, and I called you. Sometimes the simplest sentences carry the most weight. Lena didn't explain everything. She just said, "You were the person I thought of." That says everything.
Something loosened in her chest. Loosen means become less tight, less tense. When we hold difficult emotions, we often feel them physically, in our chest, in our throat. When relief comes, something loosens.
Like a knot that had been there so long she had forgotten it was a knot. A simile for emotional tension. A knot is tight and uncomfortable, but when you carry it long enough, you stop noticing it until it finally releases, and then you realize how tightly you had been holding it.
Like she had been carrying something heavy in her coat pocket and had only just remembered to put it down. Another beautiful simile. Emotional weight described as physical weight, something you carry without realizing until you finally set it down.
Repeat after us.
We just slowly drifted apart over the years.
Someone needed to break the silence.
I didn't know who to call, so I called you.
Something loosened in my chest when I heard the news.
It felt like putting something heavy I had been carrying for too long.
After 2 years, they were talking again, just like that.
Now your speaking task. Think about someone you haven't spoken to in a while. Or think about a time you reconnected with someone after a long time. Say 3 or 4 sentences. Use these starters.
We hadn't spoken in a while because...
Then one day...
It felt like...
Say your sentences out loud now. Beautiful. One more story to go. Story 3. The last lesson.
Listen carefully. This is our final story today.
For 22 years, Mr. Hassan taught English at the same school. Room 14, second floor. The room with the window that stuck every summer and let in a draft every winter. The room that smelled faintly of chalk, even though nobody had used a chalkboard in years.
He was not a dramatic teacher. He didn't shout, he didn't perform, he just talked, clearly, calmly, carefully, about words, about how they worked, about the small difference between saying, "I'm fine," and "I'm okay," and "I'm all right," and why each one meant something slightly different.
His students did not always appreciate this at the time, but years later, many of them would remember a phrase he used or a lesson he taught at a moment when they needed it most.
Language is not decoration, he used to say. It is the way you reach another person. Choose your words like you choose your steps in the dark, carefully, one at a time.
On his last day, the last Friday of June, Mr. Hassan came in as he always did. He put his bag on the desk, he straightened his jacket, he looked at the class.
25 students, some looking at their phones, some talking to each other, one asleep in the back corner with their head on their arms like a cat in a patch of sunlight.
Mr. Hassan smiled. He said, "Put everything away. No phones, no books. We are just going to talk today."
The class looked up, surprised. This was different.
He said, "In all the years I have taught English, one question comes up more than any other. Students ask me, how do I get better? And I always give the same answer."
He paused. The room was quiet now. Even the student in the back had lifted their head.
He said, "You get better by caring, not by studying harder or memorizing more vocabulary, by caring what you say and how you say it, by noticing the words other people choose, by reading things that are beautifully written and asking yourself, why does this feel so good to read?"
He looked around the room slowly, like he was memorizing each face.
He said, "You will forget most of what I taught you. That's fine, that's normal. But if you remember one thing, remember this. Language is not just a tool, it is a gift. It is the most human thing we have."
He picked up his bag. He straightened his jacket one last time. He said, "It has been an honor."
And he walked out of room 14 for the very last time.
The class sat in silence for a moment. Nobody reached for their phone.
The end.
What a story. Let's look at the key language.
The room that smelled faintly of chalk. Faintly means very slightly, almost not there. She spoke so faintly I could barely hear her. It gives a sense of something old and familiar, just barely present.
He didn't perform. Perform here means put on a show, be theatrical, act. He was natural, genuine, not trying to impress, just teaching. She didn't perform confidence, she actually had it.
Language is not just decoration. Decoration means something added to make things look nice, but not essential. He is saying language is not just pretty, it is necessary. It is how we connect.
Choose your words like you choose your steps in the dark, carefully, one at a time. A beautiful simile. Walking in the dark, you go slowly, you are careful, you feel each step. He is saying use words with the same care and attention.
Like a cat in a patch of sunlight. A simile for the sleeping student. Cats sleep in warm, sunny spots, completely relaxed, comfortable, unbothered. This comparison is warm and gently humorous, not critical, just observant.
Like he was memorizing each face. Memorizing means learning something so well you can recall it perfectly. He was looking at each student as if he wanted to remember them forever, because it was the last time.
It has been an honor. Honor means a privilege, something you feel proud and grateful to have been given. It was an honor to work with such a talented team.
Nobody reached for their phone. In the modern world, reaching for your phone is the first thing people do in a moment of silence. The fact that nobody did shows how powerful that last moment was. Sometimes the smallest detail tells the biggest story.
Repeat after us.
She spoke so faintly I could barely hear her.
He didn't perform, he just spoke naturally and clearly.
Choose your words carefully, one at a time.
She looked around the room like she was memorizing every detail.
It has been an honor working with all of you.
Language is not just a tool, it is a gift.
Now your final speaking task. Think about a teacher, a mentor, or someone who taught you something important. It doesn't have to be in a classroom. Say 3 or 4 sentences. Use these starters.
There was someone who taught me.
They always used to say.
What I remember most is.
Say your sentences out loud now. Take your time.
Wonderful. You have finished all 3 stories. Let's go through the most important phrases and expressions from today.
Without fail, every single time, no exceptions.
Rain or shine, no matter what the circumstances are.
Without making a big thing of it. Doing something kind or helpful quietly, without fuss.
Has a way of, tends to happen, often does this.
Drift apart. Slowly lose contact with someone without a specific reason.
Break the silence. Be the first to speak after a period of quiet or distance.
Something loosened in her chest. A feeling of emotional relief, tension releasing.
Faintly, very slightly, almost not there.
It has been an honor, a formal and warm way to express gratitude and pride for an experience.
And the similes, remember these, they make English feel alive and human.
As familiar as your own kitchen table.
Like a window opening after a long winter.
Like a door that hasn't been opened in so long you wonder if it's locked.
Her heart moved like it had been given a small push.
Like a knot she had forgotten was a knot.
Like a cat in a patch of sunlight.
Choose your words like you choose your steps in the dark.
These similes are not complicated, but they make English feel rich and human and real. Before we close, let's just take a moment to talk about why natural stories work so well for language learning.
When you listen to a grammar exercise, your brain is in study mode. It is working, analyzing, checking.
But when you listen to a story, your brain relaxes into it, like sitting down in a comfortable chair. And in that relaxed state, language goes in differently, more deeply, more naturally.
You don't just learn what words mean, you feel when and how to use them. You absorb the rhythm of English, the texture of it.
That is why children learn language so fast, not because they're more intelligent, but because they learn through stories, through experience, through feeling, not through rules.
And similes, those comparisons we use throughout today, they do something special too. They connect new ideas to things you already understand. They make abstract things feel concrete.
Her laugh was like a window opening after a long winter. You don't just understand that she laughed, you feel it. You know exactly what kind of laugh it was.
That is the power of natural human language, and that is what we want you to start noticing and using in your own English.
Before we go, a few final words.
Listen to this episode again. The second time, you will catch things you missed. New phrases, new moments, new feelings.
And try to retell one of the stories to someone, in English, in your own words. Don't try to be perfect. Just tell it the way you remember it.
Mr. Davies and his bench, Nina and her sister, Mr. Hassan and his last lesson.
3 stories, 3 kinds of human connection, 3 reminders that the most ordinary moments, a cup of tea, a phone call, a last day at work, can hold something genuinely beautiful.
And remember, every time you engage with English through stories, you are not just learning a language, you are learning to see the world a little more clearly, a little more warmly.
That is what language does at its best.
Keep going. You are doing better than you think, and we'll see you in the next one.
That's it for today's episode. Thank you so much for listening.
If this helped you, please hit like and subscribe. It genuinely helps us reach more learners just like you.
Leave a comment below. Tell us which story stayed with you the most today, Mr. Davies, Nina, or Mr. Hassan.
We read every single comment, and we love hearing from you.
New episodes every week. Make sure you're subscribed so you never miss one.
Until next time, keep listening, keep speaking, and keep growing.
See you in the next one. Bye, everyone.
Bye.